Peace, fam. Hi, I'm Uju. I hope everyone is well today. I'm here in the lab with my nephew, this young King Trey. Yes, and we are having a conversation about how we are at war, fam. We are at war.
So basically, we've been talking about how technology is taking over like humanity, and we're like losing our sovereignty. Our sovereignty, like the sovereignty in humanity, and how Elon Musk is taking over the world. He was talking about how we're losing like the little things, like remembering phone numbers and directions and whatnot.
And we were talking about how we are literally at war. Hold on to your humanity. Hold on to your humanity. Like, we are literally, our humanity is what makes us sovereign on this planet. Like, and when I say our humanity, I mean like our nature, not like our identity in society. I mean our nature, our place in this world as spiritual beings that inhabit a physical body, because that's essentially what a human is. You know what I mean? But we have a level of awareness that other life forms on this planet don't have by nature. And that awareness, the essence of our humanity, our ability to connect with and understand all aspects of nature, and to commune with it and to bend it to our will, we're losing that. And what I mean is, you know, back in the day, like way back in the day, people were so in tune that they really could bend the elements. Like what we see in Avatar, like, yes, it's a dramatic depiction of that, but there really was a time when people were so connected that they could will the rain. They could will it to rain. You know what I'm saying? Like they could manipulate fire, like things like that. Like people could really conduct electricity intentionally through their body. Like they were really very in tune. And over time, you know, have gotten away from that. But what is taking us away from our connection to the rest of nature? What is taking us away from our natural position of sovereignty in this world, in nature? It's technology. It's technology. It's like, and this is the analogy that I use with my nephew, like, it's almost like in The Little Mermaid when the octopus lady took Ariel's voice and the essence of her voice, she captured it in that little pendant that she had, right? It's like the essence of our humanity is where it's being suctioned, we're giving it away, is being captured by technology, because certain things that we used to do naturally, we don't know how to do anymore. Like we mentioned earlier, just remembering phone numbers. Back in the day when I was growing up, my mom really didn't. She used to just recall numbers just off the top of her head, you know, like it was nothing. And I remember thinking like, man, that's crazy that you can do that. But if you think back in those days, there was no cell phones. There was only little paper phone books, and everybody wasn't walking around with a phone book on them all the time. So you have to remember those phone numbers that you wanted to call. You know, then that's using parts of your brain, like that's strengthening parts of your brain. Back in the day when people was growing their own food, when they was able to so in tune with the elements that they could tell, okay, what part of the season, what time of the season is it? When do I need to plant? Like, when can they were so in communion with the earth that they knew, okay, this is when I could deposit my seed. This is when I can nurture it. And I know that this is when it'll bear fruit. So let me time it. You know, they were in unison with that. And now to even grow food is a luxury, you know, like now, so it's the thing, I'm gonna try my hand at a garden, you know, it's a luxury. Whereas before it was a way of life. And granted, yes, I get it. Times are changing. And so, yes, we do got to get with the times, because that pressure of separation, sometimes you can't even, difficult to live the way it was back then. in a time like now. I understand that. But I guess what's really important is to just be aware and to really be mindful of how we're engaging technology, and to be mindful of what aspects of ourselves we're giving away, or we're trading for technology, because it's really not a fair trade. Let's not be fooled, fam. It's not a fair trade. You know, like I was talking with my son the other day and I was like, do you want to play outside? And he's like, no. It was a beautiful day, y'all. And I'm like, Chi, let's go outside and just look at the plants, and or, just look outside and be in the yard. He said no, he wanted to play on his iPad. He had no interest in connecting with nature. He wanted to have his face in the screen. Sometimes I could definitely be outside. I can be grounding. I can be stretching. I can be doing stuff, but my face is in my screen. Still GPS my way to and from the gym. I go to the gym 5 times a week. But I think it's just a really beautiful thing to be aware of.
I think that like technology is like a resource. Like it was made, or maybe it wasn't made to be a resource, but it's supposed to be a resource for things that we was able to do like naturally by ourselves, and now everyone just is dependent on it. And like I think everyone should utilize technology as a resource, but like not always like test themselves, like, can I do this without technology?
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, it's still a resource. I could use this resource, but let me see if I could do it without it.
Yeah, it's a resource. It's not a replacement.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. That's powerful, Naf. Like, that's really powerful, because that's the win. I think that's the way to navigate strategically. Like, definitely use technology to expand and amplify who you are, but don't let technology replace who we are. Thanks for watching, fam. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.